toegeven. We waren een beetje teleurgesteld toen we hoorden dat The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime de opvolger zou worden van Pippin. We hoopten natuurlijk na die knaller van Pippin op een bruisende Broadway musical. Maar goed, letterlijk genomen is het nog steeds Broadway aan de Amstel. En trouwens, 7 Olivier Awards, 5 Tony Awards. Wat zeuren we nou? The play and the book start out as a murder mystery.
Murder mystery.
A dog has been butchered
in his neighbour's front garden, and he goes on the journey to find out who solved the murder. And he sees himself. Christopher sees himself as a bit of a Sherlock Holmes type character, and I think he loves that, and it excites him.
Although the word is never going to be mentioned, the Christopher you play finds himself in the autistic spectrum.
Yeah, so it's never mentioned in the book or the play, but it's fair to say that Christopher possesses some of the traits and qualities as someone who would be on the autistic spectrum. But the play goes way beyond that. It's a play.
It's not about autism.
Not at all. No. It's about family and about love and about coming of age. Universal themes that we can all relate to, really. But yeah, that's a part of it. That Christopher, although he's got the most amazing mind and gift for maths and science, he struggles with everyday social interaction. So what might be an easy task for you or I is very challenging for Christopher.
In the bus on the way to school, we passed 4 red cars in a row. So today is a good day.
The way you are talking about this story, it could have been a modest play on one set in a room, but it's, as I see now, it's full of electronics.
Yeah,
it's like a Beyoncé rock show.
Yeah, exactly. So the box is it sort of symbolises Christopher's mind. Everything you see and experience as an audience member is expressing what he is going through at that time. So in the book where he says, and I felt like this or I felt like that, that's not all that interesting on a stage. So we do it through physical theatre, through projections, through lighting, through sound. It's a very tech-heavy show, and one of a kind, really. I've not seen many shows like this.
My job as company manager, I look after 15 cast members. At the same time, I look after 16 technicians. So that just kind of shows you how important the technology is on this show. There is more people that work backstage on it than you see in the show. Every single dot we have here, that's an LED. We can change colour, we can change brightness, we can pick out each individual dot by itself. We can have, there's 892 of them, we can make them all chase around, we can do whatever you want to do. And these get tested every single day, so we know it works. So if it doesn't work before the show, we'll make it work for the show.
I'm going to find out who really killed the dog.
All that emphasis on electronics and the smoke and mirrors, aren't you afraid that our focus will be distracted from the heart of the story?
So I think in most plays that tends to be true, and that can happen. Not in this play. Like
Why not?
Because they've managed to every ounce of tech or physical theatre is only done to tell the story. It's only done to aid the story.
There are certain moments in the play when it's sort of technically all hell breaks loose. But then the design of the show, the lighting design, the design of the show means that suddenly you bring it down and you just have a pool of light and 2 actors talking to one another honestly.
The play won 2 awards for Best Choreography.
Yes.
Is there going to be dancing? Is there going to be music?
So there's lots of music, yeah. All the music's composed, like I said, by a man called Adrian Sutton, who's a genius. He's brilliant. So
we all know that tune by heart.
Yeah.
The maths
the maths
appendix.
Yeah, the maths appendix. And so all the movement is not dance, but it's physical theatre. So it's storytelling through the use of physicality and movement. And what might be a page of dialogue with Christopher going through Paddington train station can turn into a 10-minute movement section where Christopher's literally running up the walls and being flipped over.
And finally, there's a new challenge for you and the rest of the cast and the crew. The language barrier.
Yeah, absolutely. Although most people I've met here have better English than I do, so I don't think it's going to be much of a problem.
Are you going to be more articulate in your pronunciation?
I'm certainly going to try. I'll give it my best shot. But no, I think obviously we're actors and we are trained to be articulate, and so yeah, I think that we do that anyway. I think the shows are going to be subtitled.
Yes, somewhere
there.
After our first preview, we might get a note of they're not getting it, but I think the play is accessible.
I think on the whole, most people won't have a problem.
But what do you have to say to those people who are a bit afraid of the language barrier?
Don't be afraid. Come anyway. You're going to love it. You're going to absolutely love it. And I'll be crystal clear, I promise.